Once upon a time, in a bustling coastal city, there lived a woman named Lisa. Lisa was strikingly beautiful, with flowing dark hair, a curvy figure, and an allure that no man could resist. Her beauty was so enchanting that every man who crossed her path wanted to win her heart. But Lisa was not interested in love. She had a secret life that no one knew about. She was a highly successful pimp. Lisa had a unique power that set her apart from others. She could lure women into her world, convincing them to date wealthy men who were willing to pay extravagant amounts for their company. These wealthy men lavished gifts and money on the women, but Lisa took the lion's share, leaving the women with only a small portion of the wealth. Despite the inequitable distribution, the women were drawn to the lifestyle of luxury and glamour that Lisa promised them. Living in a grand penthouse overlooking the sea, Lisa and her entourage of beautiful women enjoyed the finest things in life. They drove the latest luxury cars, wore designer clothes, and spent their days shopping in the most exclusive boutiques. Lisa was the queen of this glittering kingdom, ruling with a mixture of charm and authority. But despite her glamorous exterior, Lisa felt a void inside her. She often wondered if there was more to life than the superficial world she had created. She longed for something deeper, something that would give her life true meaning. Lisa's life of glamour and control seemed unshakable until one fateful night. It was a full moon, and the sea outside her penthouse shimmered with an otherworldly glow. As Lisa gazed out at the water, she felt an inexplicable pull, a calling from deep within her. Confused and slightly frightened, she tried to shake off the feeling, but it only grew stronger. That night, Lisa dreamt of a beautiful underwater world. In her dream, she swam effortlessly through the clear blue waters, her body transforming into that of a mermaid, with a shimmering tail and scales that glistened like precious gems. She was not alone. A regal mermaid, with eyes that mirrored the depths of the ocean, approached her. "Lisa," the mermaid said, her voice echoing with power, "you are my daughter, half human and half mermaid. You have lived your life unaware of your true nature, but the time has come for you to face reality." Lisa awoke with a start, her heart pounding. The dream had felt so real. The next day, she couldn't shake the feeling that something profound had changed. She decided to visit the beach, hoping the sea would provide some answers. As she stood at the water's edge, the waves seemed to whisper her name. To her astonishment, a woman emerged from the sea, her lower body a magnificent tail. It was the same mermaid from her dream. "I am Naia, your mother," the mermaid said, her voice filled with both love and disappointment. "You have squandered your gifts and used your power for greed and deception. This is not the life I envisioned for you." Lisa felt a pang of guilt and fear. "I didn't know, mother," she stammered. "I didn't know who I was." Naia's eyes softened. "It is not too late to change. You must leave this life of deceit and find a way to use your gifts for good." Lisa was torn. The life she had built was luxurious and powerful, but it was also shallow and empty. She decided to heed her mother's words. She gathered the women she had lured into her world and revealed the truth to them, offering them a fair share of the wealth they had helped amass. She encouraged them to find their own paths and use their talents to create lives of dignity and purpose. Lisa herself began to use her allure and charm in more positive ways. She became an advocate for women's rights, helping those who had been exploited and marginalized. Her newfound purpose brought her a sense of fulfillment that all the luxury in the world had never been able to provide. As time passed, Lisa found a balance between her two worlds. She embraced her mermaid heritage, often swimming in the sea where she felt the most at peace. Her mother, Naia, watched over her, proud of the woman she had become. The coastal city changed as well. The women who had once been part of Lisa's entourage found success in various fields, empowered by Lisa's transformation and the opportunities she had provided. The city flourished, becoming a place where beauty and power were used to uplift rather than exploit. Just as Lisa was adapting to her new life, an old trouble resurfaced. One of the wealthy men who had frequently used Lisa's services, Mr. James, came fuming to her doorstep. He had lost everything, his business, his fortune, and his family. In his desperation, he blamed Lisa for his downfall. "It's all your fault," he yelled. "My ritualist told me that your powers took all my luck and wealth." Lisa was shocked and frightened. She knew Mr. James was not a man to be taken lightly. He was known for his ruthless ways and his connections with dark forces. Lisa's mother, Naia, appeared beside her, her presence calming yet powerful. "Leave my daughter alone," Naia said firmly. "She has changed her ways. Your misfortune is not her doing." But Mr. James was beyond reason. He spat at Naia. "You're the one who cursed me. My ritualist will deal with you." With a dark laugh, he summoned his ritualist, a sinister figure draped in black robes, who began chanting in an ancient language. The air grew thick with malevolent energy as the ritualist prepared to attack Naia. Naia, sensing the danger, moved swiftly. The sea behind her churned violently, waves crashing with an otherworldly force. She transformed into an ugly mermaid with powers that even Lisa had never seen. Her scales turned dark and menacing, her eyes glowed with fierce determination. A fierce battle ensued between Naia and the ritualist. The sky darkened as their powers clashed, the sea roared with fury. Lisa watched in horror and awe as her mother fought to protect her. The ritualist unleashed dark spells, but Naia countered with the ancient magic of the sea. In a final, powerful surge, Naia summoned a massive wave that engulfed the ritualist, drowning him in the depths of the ocean. The ritualist's screams echoed briefly before the sea swallowed him whole. Mr. James, witnessing the death of his ritualist, fell to his knees, his mind shattered by the traumatic events. His memory faded, leaving him a broken shell of the man he once was. With the threat gone, Lisa stood alone with her mother by the sea. Naia's form returned to its serene beauty, but her eyes were filled with sadness. "Mother," Lisa whispered, tears streaming down her face. "I'm sorry for everything." Naia embraced her daughter. "You have faced your past, Lisa. Now, you must build a future of light and love." Lisa nodded, a new determination filling her heart. She dedicated herself to using her powers for good, helping those in need and fighting against exploitation. She became a beacon of hope and redemption in the coastal city. Years passed, and Lisa's legend grew. The city thrived under her guidance, and she found peace in her dual heritage. The story of Lisa, the half-human, half-mermaid, became a cherished folktale, a reminder that it is never too late to change one's path and find true purpose. And so, Lisa lived her life with integrity and compassion, a symbol of strength and transformation, forever remembered as the woman who turned the tides of her destiny.